You know, if you're like me and a lot of other hunters and shooters, everybody loves to shoot. However, heading to the range to sight in your rifle, if you get a new rifle or a new scope, or just want to go check zero again because, hey, you shot last season, you put the gun up, did it get knocked over? Have you been knocked out of true? Are you still 3 inches high at 100 yards? Are you off to the right, the left, what have you? It's a pounding experience. And when you get to be a little bit older and have done this for 35 plus years of shooting a lot of guns and a lot of Magnum cartridges and what have you, the idea of going out to the range is kind of one of those, well, I dread it. I really do dread it. However, thanks to Battenfeld Technologies and Caldwell Shooting Supplies, the group has come up with a shooting rest that is going to change the way you go sight in a rifle forever. It's going to make you a better shot. It's going to be more fun to go to the range. In fact, you might actually even look forward to it if you have the opportunity. What we have here is the lead sled. Now there's a variety of different models available. This one is the top of the line. This is what they call the FCX, and it stands for Fire Control Extreme. What makes it so unique is it's basically, once you've gotten your rifle into position, it's a hands-off system for actually sighting. Now, let me walk you through it. The old way that we used to go out and sight in the rifles is we'd pile up sandbags, or if you had like a bipod up on the front, you'd do this, you'd maneuver, you'd do and everything, and you'd hope that as you're pulling the trigger that you're not going to pull off to the right or the left. Watch this. First off, the lead sled FCX has got all the whistles and bells. It comes with an adjustable length here where you've got almost 5 feet of travel to be able to short stock, long stock, slug gun, maybe one of the AR type guns. All of it is compatible with this as well as your hunting rifle. Now if you look in here, right up here on top is the front forearm rest, okay? What if you've got a gun that's got a wider, like some of the target shooting rifles? No problem. Simply swap out the skinnier one for the wider one and you're ready to go. Once you put your rifle in, you're going to find that you've got a whole host of adjustment options. First off, you can level the rifle just by turning a simple hand crank over here. Once you get it to where you want it, Battenfeld has figured this one out. They've got a locking one. So now it doesn't move. And you say, okay, well now I'm close. I can look through my scope and I can see that I'm going to be on the target. But how about making those fine tuning adjustments? You know, if you pull just a 32nd or a 16th of an inch off one way or another, you are greatly going to affect that flight path of those bullets. Battenfeld has come up with an idea where I've got a little control arm. And as you can see, I can move the gun up, I can move the gun down, I can move the rifle left or right, put it into position, hold it. When it comes time then to actually start to shoot it with this joystick, you get back behind the rifle, you make your fine-tuning adjustments, and you're spot on, or you think you are. All you have to do is come up and touch the trigger. Now you're going to go, whoa, wait a minute, Andy, hold it, hold it, hold it. That thing's going to jump all over the place. Guess what? This design is such, you are not going to feel up to 95% of the recoil. And I don't care if you're shooting a 223 or if you're shooting a 416 or a 30-06 or a 300 Winchester short mag. The thing is remarkable. The idea for somebody that is going to go out and do a lot of shooting, you don't have to get your shoulders bruised. You don't have to be afraid of the gun. If you're taking a woman hunter with you or a young hunter with you and you want to make sure that that person knows where their gun is sighted in at, they're not going to be afraid of it. Why? Because they're not going to feel the recoil. Let me give you an example here of what we did when we sighted this one in for the season. This is a Browning A-bolt 300 Winchester short mag with a Browning 3x9 scope on it. Okay, in the rest, doing it the way I've just explained you're supposed to do it, look at that group. But you know what? That group was off center by about 2.5 or 3 inches. Why? We don't know. Did the gun get bumped? Did it get knocked over since last season? It's always a good thing to go out and check. All right, I make the fine-tuning adjustments. I made the adjustments on my scope. Look at this, I brought it right back in. You can cover it with a quarter, that 3-inch group, 300 Winchester short mags at 100 yards. Spot on, ready for the hunting season. It's easy to assemble. Once it's in position, it sits tight. It even comes with a sandbag feature, which helps absorb the recoil. You can fill it with sand. You can also take, and if you're smart, we'll get some number 7.5 or 8 shot lead shot, fill it in there, and that keeps everything from moving around. I'm telling you folks, this is probably one of the greatest inventions for frequent shooters, or for you and your buddies, or for somebody at the gun club to invest in and make it available for everyone. Number one, it's going to make you a better shooter. Number two, you're going to have more confidence in your gun. And number three, you're not going to get beat to death. Go check it out at Battenfeld Technologies. Their website's right here below. Tell them you saw it here on Gear Talk.